This is Optimal Living Daily Relationships, episode 166. How to Attract Quality Relationship Partners, Part 1, by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. And I'm Joss Marie, the host who narrates to you every Monday through Friday from some of the best relationship blogs in the world. I bring you content featuring dating, breakups, marriage, parenting, and so much more. And it's never without permission from the authors. This week is actually going to be a different kind of week. We chose a long post from Steve Pavlina that is going to be broken out into 5 different episodes. So, I have part 1 of the 5-part series today, but make sure and stay tuned the rest of the week to hear parts 2 through 5. And while we don't typically feature this lengthy of posts, this is our second time actually doing so. We also featured a 5-part post by a guest author with lovesagame.com starting on Monday, October 23rd, for those of you who may be interested. If you have any relationship blogs or topic requests you'd like me to cover here on the show, please visit oldpodcast.com, or you can join our Facebook group and let us know that way too. To join, just search for Optimal Living Daily in Facebook and request access. Or the shortcut link is oldpodcast.com/Facebook. We'd love to hear your recommendations. But first, let's hear part 1 of Steve's post and start optimizing your life. How to Attract Quality Relationship Partners, Part 1, by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. On my Google Plus page, I shared the following. Quote, "To attract a happy relationship, define what you want in a partner, tell the whole world, and then filter and select for matches. It's important not to waste too much time dealing with partial matches. Once someone has shared something about themselves that's a mismatch for what you want, let go and move on quickly. Don't try to force a mismatch to look like a match." So, for example, if you desire a partner who's vegan, geeky, and openly affectionate, and you're talking to someone who says, "I love a good steak," you'll be dining alone then, Cruella. Or, "I never kiss on the first date. I never date anyone I haven't kissed." Try 18thcenturydating.com, might be more your speed. Or, "Star Trek? I don't know, I've never seen it." Then you've got some catching up to do. Come back 1 year. If you can avoid getting bogged down with mismatches, you'll prove to the universe that you're ready for the good stuff. But if you settle for a partial match that isn't what you actually want, the good stuff can't get through, and so you'll be stuck. Life loves to throw partial matches your way to see if you're strong enough to reject them and to hold out for a real match. End quote. There were several comments on this. Bettina replied with the following, which is reshared here with her permission. Quote, "Well, now you open a can of worms. And while we're on that subject and the can's open, perhaps you have a suggestion for me. I have clearly defined what I want, the world knows, and still, I don't need to figure out to filter because there's nothing to filter. And that's going on for 9 years now, and it sucks and I've had enough of it. Just because I'm a single mom and plenty of my life has to be devoted to bringing up that little guy doesn't mean I shouldn't be without a date. Alas, something's wrong with my attraction calibration or something, and I have no clue what. I have worked through mountains to let go of past beliefs and baggage and whatnot, more than anybody I personally know did. I'm opening up, I work through issues, have lots of friends, do a lot of activities, all that, and still, I don't even get a maybe. Okay, I'm not living in the world's best place to find a suitable mate, outside Cape Town, South Africa, but considering law of attraction, that should not matter whatsoever. And I am not feeling anything in terms of moving, not a bit. I'm quite happy here. So the pool is small, and yet there are males running around. I do see them every day. Just none of the eligible, suitable sort one could choose from. Any advice from anybody would be appreciated. I am the sort who dishes it out and can take it equally well. So bring it on, because I seriously want to change this status quo. On another point of your post above, what if because I stubbornly think I never want to date someone that has a certain characteristic, I never get to meet that person who may open up new doors? I've realized I'm not the best judge when it comes to figuring out what I actually want. It limits me, but I don't want to be limited. I do want to feel energized and loved in a relationship. I want to feel appreciated and recognized, and so on. I work more on the feeling side rather than the concrete. Yes, there are some non-negotiables. For example, I couldn't stand a smoker for the life of me. But other than that, should we be that precise outside non-negotiables? Either way, thanks, dear Steve Pavlina. You always open doors and cans, and I'm grateful for that. And at least if it wasn't in the open world before now, it definitely is. End quote. I asked Bettina if it would be okay to reply to her here in my blog, since I know many others are experiencing challenges similar to what she's facing, and she gracefully and courageously agreed. In addition to addressing her questions, I'll also extend this to address a few other questions that I often receive on this topic. Does the world actually know what you want? First, she mentions that the world knows what she wants. Does it? Is this true? I'm apparently in her world, at least via social media, but I don't know what she wants in a partner. Maybe she didn't tell me the details. Maybe she told me at some point and I forgot. But whatever the reason, I must admit that I don't have a clear idea of what kind of partner she's looking for. And so, I'm unable to refer any potential matches to her, even if I wanted to. If I stumbled upon the most perfect match for her, I wouldn't be able to connect them because I don't know enough to recognize a potential match. Another issue is that she might tell me what she wants, but she might tell me in such a vague and fuzzy way that it could match on just about anyone. And so that also wouldn't be enough to go on. If she wants a guy who's nice, kind, friendly, and successful, I'm not going to be able to do much for her since those qualities are way too general. I'll conclude that she doesn't really know what she wants, and so I wouldn't want to waste someone else's time by trying to match them with her. If others in her reality are in the same situation, they can't help her very much either. And so she may receive a lot less social support for this desire than she would like. I don't know if this is actually true for her, but it's true for many others. Statistically, about 50% of our relationship partners come to us through our existing social network of friends, family, and coworkers. So a good place to begin is to make sure your social network is well informed and capable of helping you get what you want. You can reciprocate too. So don't think of this as a selfish pursuit. Even if someone isn't a match for you, ask them what they're looking for and offer to help them if you find a potential match for their desires. Playing matchmaker for others' desires is a nice way to build some goodwill within your social network. It works wonders in business too. To be continued. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled, How to Attract Quality Relationship Partners by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. A big thanks to Steve for letting us share this post with you today. We look forward to hearing the rest of it this week. And again, please let us know if there's a certain topic, author, or relationship blog you'd like me to cover here on OLD Relationships. You can share your ideas with us right at oldpodcast.com or simply join our Facebook group and let us know that way. To join, just search for Optimal Living Daily in Facebook and request access. Or the shortcut link is oldpodcast.com/Facebook. We look forward to hearing your suggestions. And that's all I have for episode 166. Thank you so much for joining me here, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for part 2 of this post by Steve Pavlina, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, will start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.